Hey, how you doing? I'm Brian. Welcome to my van Whisper. It is a 2021 Ram ProMaster 3500 Extended.
This content is sponsored by Outdoorsy. Through Outdoorsy, you can rent your camper van out to make extra cash, and you can rent a van to try van life before you commit.
I decided to get into van life like a lot of people when the pandemic hit, and we all sort of asked ourselves, what are we doing with our lives? I don't know that I'll live in a van for the rest of my life, but I love being in nature. I love hiking. I love jumping into bodies of water. So once I figured out that I could do my work from a van, that's all I needed to know, and I just decided to live in a van. So I do voiceovers for a living, and it was imperative that I figure out how to do that before I get in the van. So I needed it to be quiet, I needed a space for me to perform, and I needed really good internet. So what we did for the performing space is we put this T-track right in here, and then we used RAM mounts for all of this stuff. I put a script right here on my phone, stand right here, and put on some headphones, and then I just, do whatever audition or job that I have to do. Yeah, this is me doing voiceovers in my van. So because I was gonna have a platform bed and have a full bathroom, shower, and toilet, we knew that there wouldn't really be an ideal space for hanging out. But we decided to invest in the swivel seat package when we ordered the van so that these could turn around. And then we would make a seat here and we would make a seat there. And that way you can have, 4 people hanging out in this space, which I think is pretty special. So under this seat, we have the S-Bar or Eberspacher heater. So there's storage in here, and there's also the heater sitting there as well. So that's pretty awesome. Then we also have a quick charge USB right here, which I'd be remiss if I didn't mention because it's one of the things that people like the most about this van. You can also take the table that's mounted there and you can mount it here as well. And that way maybe you can sit here and look out at whatever view you've parked next to. Right inside of the slider, we also have another seat. And again, that's just so you could get this whole kind of like living room vibe. So the Lagoon mounted table, which is really just a section of the countertop that we bought that we just cut off the end and stained as well. So you can move this around. When I do work, I sit there and I just pull this over here towards me. And then I can also mount it right over here as well. And it can kind of sit more centrally, and you can have a snack with 4 people, you can play cards. Hey, we've made it all the way to the kitchen, folks. So this countertop we just bought from Lumber Liquidators. It was unstained. We stained it to try to match the floor. This backsplash is just, that peel and stick backsplash material. They make tons of different designs. We went with this one. Up here is my kitchen upper cabinet storage. I have bowls, plates, mug, glasses. You gotta get yourself the smallest kettle. And then here's my 3 drawers. So we've got utensils up here. We've got these sturdy slides and closures. And then, just pans and aluminum foil. And then I have bigger pots and pans down here in the bottom. And here's my fridge. This is an Isotherm Freeline 115 Elegance. It's got tons of room. I can definitely keep like 2 weeks worth of food in here. I have trouble filling it all the way. I like to return to civilization now and then. Huge freezer, huge. Here we've got my water gauge. I have a 30-gallon water tank in the back. Battery monitor. This is the light switch for the upper cabinet under lighting. It's all on dimmers. And then we have my inverter turn on, turn off monitoring. Then inside here, we have my mobile router, which is key for me to do work. I also have this connected to a Parsec Husky antenna. I have 2 SIM cards in this mobile router. One's AT&T, one's T-Mobile. I have AT&T for my phone service. My phone will be showing like 1 bar, and then my router with AT&T will be showing like 3, maybe 4. So that's been huge for me. All right, let's talk about my sink situation. So, you know, for me, I watched a lot of videos like everybody does before they, you know, try and build out a van. And I just couldn't believe how small people's sinks were. So we went with a super deep, pretty wide, I think it's a 16-inch square sink from Kraus. And it's also sound insulated, which is nice. And then we have a low flow 1.5 gallon faucet, a little soap dispenser, and then I filter my water like everybody does when I put it into my water tank. I have a 30-gallon water tank in the back right here, but then we also have another water filter underneath here, and so this tap is just for my filtered water. And so this all drains into a 7-gallon gray water tank that then I just, you know, I'll remove and I'll dump where I dump it. And so then this, the piece de resistance, is here because I was worried that while I'm, you know, doing dishes or whatever, that I'd spray water onto my bed. Nobody wants that. It also keeps stuff, you know, from falling this way, and it looks kind of nice. And then also, don't want to forget mentioning the ceiling. So because I do voiceovers in here, and you know, sound quality is important and sound deadening, this is acoustic fabric that has upholstery foam behind it, glued onto 1/4-inch plywood. So both the ceiling and the walls in the back are all made out of that so that they can absorb sound and make this like a nice soundscape. So we got all these slam latches on all of the upper cabinets. They make sure that everything doesn't move around or open or explode while I'm driving. And then we also have hydraulics on all of these as well so that they stay up. And then this is all my dry storage. So, you know, if you reverse engineer this and you like go to a Target looking for exactly the right size of plastic bins, you're going to find them. Don't stress. But, you know, I can fit everything I need in here. I got my coffee set up over here. So here is my bathroom area. So we just have the Nautilus self-cleaning door that seemingly everyone gets, or in the videos I watch. We've got a 1.5 gallon per minute shower head. This shower head cost me a lot of money, and it's incredible. The water pressure is amazing. And so when you're, you know, trying to conserve the water that you have, and you're taking like Navy showers, just like rinse, soap up, rinse off, this just gets the soap off of me in like 2 seconds. It's incredible. And it has a pause button, which again, just helps you to save water. So all this water is heated as well. I have a 4-gallon Bosch water heater in the back that also goes to the sink plumbing as well. I can get hot water, have a hot shower, standing in this space. And, you know, it's roomy enough for me to be able to take a shower. And so that's the most luxurious thing in the world when you're living in a van. The toilet is an airhead composting toilet. It's just amazing to have a composting toilet. Also went with the smaller pee jug. You know, you just try to pee outside so that you're not filling that up. And then if you have to do your other business, then obviously you use it. But the airhead is great. There's a little fan here that pulls moisture out, and that's how the composting process works with the coconut coir. Yeah, it doesn't smell. Which I guess a lot of people think it must smell. Another thing that people would mention when we were designing this would be like having to get out of the van to access all of the stuff in the garage. So one, because I wanted to like have easy access to laundry, but two, for that other reason of just getting into the belly of the garage. We put this little door here so I can get to my laundry bin, no problem. I don't have to take everything out of my garage if I just want to do laundry. And then we have a little step here, and actually underneath this step is where the exhaust from the composting toilet runs, and it goes out the bottom of the van over there. So this is the boudoir. We've got 2 upper cabinets here that have all my clothes. Also, this one has books and a small 25-key MIDI keyboard. We've got some reading lights on either side, and these have a USB power for each of them. This mattress is just like a cool memory foam queen size mattress. We had to cut off maybe like 6 inches off of the long way to fit it into here, but that's it, and it's really comfortable. I'm 6 feet tall, so I can stand in my van, just perfectly. I can't really sleep like super comfortably all the way across this. So for me, just being me, you know, I can sleep diagonally, and, you know, I've got space and my body has adjusted to kicking this back door a number of times. So it's really comfortable and I sleep extremely well back here. Welcome to my garage. Bonus of having a platform fixed bed is having a ton of storage. Still figuring that out. I haven't been doing this for much longer than a few months, so might take some things out, might put some new toys in. But back here we've got on the right side a 30-gallon water tank. Like I said earlier, this is my water fill. This is an outdoor shower setup, and I've got the shower head in here with all my water stuff like hose and filter and everything. So then back here there's also a Bosch 4-gallon hot water heater. And then for what I have in here for right now, I've got like tubes for tubing in the desert. Very smart move. I've got a Weber grill in this thing. I can fit a ton of stuff in here. And then over on this side is all of my electrical. So I have 3,000 watt inverter. It's all Victron. I have two 300 amp hour batteries, so that's 600 total amp hours of battery. And then on the roof I have 800 watts of solar panels. So far that has given me all the power that I need. Thanks so much for taking a tour of my van Whisper. You can check me out on Instagram at complicated_van. And you can also check out my builder, Grasslands Garage, on the internet. Hope to see you guys out on the road.
I hope you enjoyed that video. If you hadn't noticed, we do sell an ebook for how to convert a van. It has over 190 pages of detailed instructions and diagrams, also 25 video tutorials which are specifically for the ebook buyer. Creating a van for many people is obviously a really intimidating project, but I really believe, and I've seen it time and time and time again, that with the right information, anyone can turn out with a pretty decent van conversion. So check the link in the description, subscribe to the channel if you are not already, and drop us a comment if you like this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.